I'm going to be honest with you, the compliment factor is unbelievable. The compliment factor is 10 out of 10. This was my real honest review about the compliment factor. Love you. Bye.
First fragrance, I know I already talked about it. I've bought it, I've got it in my hands. It's Le Beau by Jean-Paul Gaultier. I know I've already mentioned it. I know I've already done a video on it, but my God, thank God. It's been over 80 years since they actually released a good fragrance. Thank you. Thank you, God, for doing this. This is the best Jean-Paul Gaultier's Le Mal flanker, probably since Fleur de Mal. It kills and kicks Ultramal's arse. It kicks Le Beau's arse. It kicks Le Beau. Oh God, it's confusing. Le Beau, all those fragrances. This is definitely one of the best flankers of Le Mal by Jean-Paul Gaultier. If you're wanting a solid designer release, if you're wanting, finally, a solid designer release, that, you know, autumn is now coming, it's upon us. If you want something that's warm, that's a bit clubby, that's a bit party-ish, it's probably one of the more masculine releases as well that Jean-Paul Gaultier has done in years, which is quite nice. But it's clubby, it's warm, it's fun, it's punchy, it's got a bit of mango and coconut, it's got a little bit of cinnamon going on, it's quite unique in that way. It's got a lot of great elements that make it finally a fantastic designer. I would highly recommend that anybody check this out. Now, don't blind buy it. I would not recommend blind buying with this fragrance whatsoever. It's just not like that. You will have to test this, see if this is to your taste. But finally, thank you, Jesus. And by Jesus, of course, I mean Ashton. Thank you for finally blessing us with a solid Jean-Paul Gaultier and a solid Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Mal release. I never thought I would see the day. Not again. Not in my lifetime. Before we get to this next fragrance, I'm going to admit, I've just heard news coming in. Timmy from Imagine Scent is challenging Brock Lesnar for the WWE Universal Championship. The match is just about to start. Quick, put it on, put it on.
Okay, this is Michael Cole with Manny from Cascade Scents. We've got a huge match here. Timmy Vang Tang from Imagine Scents against Brock Lesnar. Manny, what are your thoughts here?
Well, the tiger from Thailand's going to have his hands full because he's dealing with the beast incarnate in Brock Lesnar.
Absolutely, and look at him there. He's looking beautiful with his blue shirt. He looks just ready for action, but oh, what's this? Brock with the steel chair. Oh my God.
Brock's just going to do what he has to do to get his upper hand on Timmy. Timmy's the one who's supposed to be all over him, but good Lord.
This is absolutely ruthless there with the chair shot. I mean, Timmy's half the size of Brock Lesnar in width and girth. Why on earth would he be doing this to Timmy?
Why? Because Brock is more than just a competitor. Brock is out here. He's actually trying to hurt you. Whether it's with his own hands or an extension of that, Timmy's trying to fight back, but it should be futile.
Oh, with the German onto the ramp. This
match
is
hasn't even started and he's already getting hit with Suplex City. Absolutely incredible.
Well, Timmy's been in worse scrapes. And keep fighting. Right, next release. On to Vulgari Man's Wood Neroli. Well, you know, as the saying goes.
Well,
the Vulgari Man range.
gives you lemons.
When I first heard of this fragrance, I was very nervous. I was deeply concerned about it. Especially when I heard people going on that it was very similar to Neroli Portofino. That's when I thought to myself, this could be quite bad. But I thought to myself, either it's going to be just a complete rip-off of Neroli Portofino, or it's going to go more in the Vulgari Man Extreme area of the Vulgari Man line, which of course I'm a big fan of, huge fan of. It's been a couple top 10 summers. And I smelt it and I thought, okay, this is where I thought it was going to go, which is you've got that bright, zesty Neroli, but you've also got the classy elements of the Vulgari Man DNA. And so it's pretty solid for a spring summer fragrance. It's pretty much exactly what I'd hoped it was going to be. To me, it was the best case scenario of what I thought it was going to be. So we're moving on now to Gucci's Memoire d'Odeur. So this is supposed to be representative of smells and experiences that you've smelt, while traveling or within your life. And my first reaction was like, yeah, okay, mate, sure, good for you, mate. Because I just felt like, look, Gucci is trash, right? They make super trashy, bland, cookie cutter fragrances that nobody really cares about, nobody really likes. Well, people do like it and people do buy it, but it's just generic of the most generic. It's bollocks. Most of their fragrances I can't take seriously. I'm not really into them. Every time I smell them, I just roll my eyes. And I don't really feel as though, like last week I did take the absolute piss, because why should I give the Gucci fragrances any time if they're not going to give me, the consumer, any time? Why are they, they're not giving you any time? Because they're not making anything of note, anything remotely interesting. But I smelled this and I immediately realized, okay, this is a very, very different take. This is a very, very different thing. And I did like it. To me, I got a lot of very unusual kind of smells. And one of them was licorice. But I'm not talking like licorice sweets, licorice all sorts. I'm talking licorice bark, where you bite into it and you get a plethora of different experiences, the bitterness, the sweetness, the earthiness, the woodiness. Got a lot of that with a lot of different interesting florals. And I thought, okay, this is kind of wild. This is very different. And I like it. I think it's a good step forward. But there's quite a lot of bitterness, and which I'm a fan of. I'm all for it. But what I would say is this probably isn't going to make any money. Because I think that they have literally just gone from super, super duper generic, whatever, sweet tonka bean, all the way to, okay, we're now going to create a really genuine and unique artistic interpretation, and they've just gone full art house really quickly, and I think that that's way too much. And I'd say that it's very daring and very experimental for a designer release in general. I think it's one of the better design releases of the year, but like I said, that isn't too difficult in it these days. But I fear for them. I fear that they've gone too arty, too unique, way too quickly. This might work out, and I hope it works out. Genuinely, I hope this fragrance works out, because I want to see more interesting and more compelling things from Gucci like this. I'm glad that they've proven that they can do it, that they can step outside of their comfort zone, that they can make something different, that they can make something that is very against the norm. But I think that this is way too much, way too quickly. Invictus Legendary, listen, I'm just going to say this right now. It's basically, I appreciate this fragrance because I don't like Invictus. I just think it smells of icing sugar. And it's terrible and way too much. And I was like, when I first smelled Invictus, you could do some things with this. You could balance it out. You could smoothen it. Maybe up the oil concentration and throw a bit of citruses in there, or throw some more tangible, solid, woodier aromatics out in there. Maybe throw a bit of ISOE Super in there just to level the playing field. And they were like, no, more sugar, more icing sugar. Take as much candy as you want, just sugar, right? And just take it. You're going to get freaking diabetes with all these flankers. Just take the sugar, right? And then we got to Invictus Legendary, and I smelt it, and I was like, I thought, okay, they're sticking to their guns. They're downing on it. It's almost like every year they literally are at a boardroom and they're like, mate, how could we make Invictus even more obnoxious? And that's pretty much how it goes. Just every single year, they're just like, let's make this worse and worse and worse. Oh, hang on a second. I'm just hearing from... Oh yeah, so Timmy and Brock, I think that Timmy's fighting back.
I mean, Timmy is in for a fight right now. You know, I mean, the size difference alone is really going to hurt him. Irish whip into the turnbuckle. Oh, a big knee strike there. What's he going to go for here? And, oh, beautiful. Brock on the ropes.
This is exactly
right
what
now.
he needs to do, is stay on him. Lovely slingshot right there, though.
Yeah, now, Timmy. Oh, springboard. Oh, springboard 450. AJ Styles. Absolutely amazing. Do you think that the aerial attack, I mean, he's obviously got quite a lot of aerial ability. Is that going to be a main focus for Timmy when he goes up against Brock?
He can't be lifting Brock consistently. We're talking, he has to whip it out aerial-wise. We're talking strikes. We need to see
just a strike there. And,
exactly what I'm talking about with that Antonio Inoki and Zaguri right there. That's what he needs.
All right, cheers for that, Michael. Bloody hell. Come on, Timmy. You're on it, mate. You've got it. Right. Okay. All right, so listen. It's pretty much like the best successor to Dolce & Gabbana, the one that you could want, because it's just basically the same thing, as in it's got a great, nice fragrance. It's really interesting, really nose-catching, quite good, no performance. It's almost like that's Dolce & Gabbana's MO at the moment. When I heard K was for King, I thought, right, this is going to just be outrageous, it's going to be out of this world, it's going to be bombastic. It's actually not. It's actually quite placid, and it's quite still, and it's quite thoughtful, and very nice, quite spicy. Just like a genuinely good male aromatic fragrance. You know, great blend between the spice and a bit of citrus, and it's good. It is good. I like it. Nothing to complain about. I don't think I'd buy it because it's just got the same performance problems. You know, still projection is not very good. Not as bad as Dior Sauvage Parfum, but it's, you know, and it starts off quite well and then just becomes quite a solid skin scent. Longevity about 8 hours, but it's mostly a skin scent. It's good. It's a very pleasant. I think that it's worth a look. I think that there are some people who could smell this and go, you know what, I really like that, because it's quite an understated, pleasant, placid, spicy aromatic that's very calm, very chill, and, you know, could be great for casual use in the autumn, in the spring. Not necessarily the summer or the winter, but just those transitional seasons. A good solid designer for that. So I know that a lot of you have clicked this video because you want to see my thoughts on the Lamal, the King, the Boss bottles, all that kind of stuff. But listen, Tonka 25, mate. Tonka 25, mate, by Le Labo. I'm not even fucking around. Get your nose on this. Just yes, mate. Yes, mate. Bless him. Bless him. Yes, mate. This is... It's fragrances like this is why I'm weird about this. It's fragrances like this why I have a YouTube channel. It's to discover fragrances like this. I am going to be going on about this for a long, long time. Just mesmerizing. It's got all of, like, it's Tonka, but done so uniquely. It's got this kind of like orangey kind of crazy citrus interlinking with like chocolatey tonka beans and really aromatic kind of herby spices. It's just a trip, mate. That's all I could say. It is a trip 25, mate. Trip 25. It's a brilliant, brilliant piece. And it's just kind of like interwinding, and your nose is just constantly like, wow, what's going to happen next? It's like reading a thriller novel. It's like a thriller novel of fragrance, right? Because you just smell it and you're like, oh my God, what's going to happen next? This is mental, mate. And it's just brilliant, and it's good. I know that this could get me attention, but it's unique, it's different. It's Tonka being used in such a brilliant way. It's Le Labo's probably their best or their second best ever release. Just phenomenal. This is going to be on my autumn list. Spoilers, probably top 5. I freaking love it. Thank you, Le Labo. Absolutely amazing. If I could give you one thing from this, it's great that you've clicked on the designers, and some of these designers are solid, but please, please check out Le Labo's Tonka 25. One of the best niche releases of 2019, guaranteed. Brilliant. Fantastic. Oh, Oh my good God, it's really going down with Brock and Timmy. Right, back to you.
Yeah, he's doing really well. I mean, he pulls out all the stops with his videos. He's uploading constantly, and if he's been consistent at the gym as he is with his uploads, then Brock could really be in for a fight right now.
Here's what I'm trying to understand. What is this announce table stuff?
Yeah, what is he doing? Oh, good God, that was horrific. Yeah, why is he taken? I mean, he could get disqualified. He could get counted out. And for those of you who don't know, the title cannot... Oh, my goodness
Got
me.
some more Inoki action right there. Or should I say, that could have been a step-up Shining Wizard.
Yeah,
like your boy, Great
Timmy
Muta.
has Timmy gone to Japan to train? Because these are some New Japan moves coming straight out of him.
I mean, yes, this would definitely be suitable for him as far as that strong style. You know, he's not going to be out here doing normal grappling moves, which you would expect out of people from WWE.
Look at that lift, though. Oh, I can't believe that he lifted him onto the table. He's breaking the count here. What is
Very
he
wise
doing?
for Timmy to break the count here.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely
Joey
incredible.
Styles.
Good Lord.
I'm speechless right there.
Borderline frog
crowd-
splash to the outside, putting Brock Lesnar through the table. We're talking potential count-out victory, but the title will not change hands.
That's right, Manny. The title cannot change if Brock Lesnar is counted out. But Timmy, very happy with himself. Just
He's
look at him
feeling
playing
himself.
to the
I just
crowd.
don't think he knows the rules here.
I mean,
There we
Timmy,
go.
yeah, I mean, I don't think that Timmy knows that he can lose effectively if he gets the count out. But Timmy, with that standing coup de grace right there.
That has to be it. What a sequence by Timmy.
Come on.
Right, cheers. Come on, Timmy. Right, so we're going to close out with Boss Bottled. So let's go for the good news first. Boss Bottled Aromatic is one of the bravest designer releases I've ever smelt. Truly. It's one of the... Like, I was talking about how Gucci, they went crazy too soon. Boss Bottled, or Hugo Boss, they went, okay, we're going to do Boss Bottled Oud. And we're going to start something rolling. And so you're going, okay, I'm into that. I know where we're going. I know the direction of where we're going. Aromatic, wow. Just wow. This has been actually a lot of great fragrances this week, but this one, wow. It kind of floored me, to be completely honest. It's not what I was expecting from Hugo Boss. I thought that Boss Bottled Oud was great. This is another level. And the word I'd use is brave. You know, really quite brave, because there are going to be some people who smell this and they might not like it as much. But this one is like pushing it, and the way that they've used the elements of the oud with the Hugo Boss bottled DNA was fantastic with that oud fragrance, but this, they have spun it even more and created, I'd say in the designer realm, quite a masterpiece. I think that they killed it with that oud release. I thought it was so much better than the Versace Oud Noir and the Gucci Oud and the Ferrari Oud. But Aromatic, to me, is peak level, like highest peak level designer oud fragrance. You know, you get any higher in quality and ideas and composition, you're going into niche territory. An amazing fragrance. And my Boss Bottled Oud is actually running out. I'm going to be replacing it with Aromatic, and I cannot wait to delve deep into this fragrance. This is, you know, just fantastic, and I'm so happy that Hugo Boss have done something about this, and that they didn't just stick to the original Oud, they wanted to go further, and it's been an absolute knockout. The bad news is Boss Bottled Infinite. What a joke. What a joke. It's not even really worth talking about, to be completely honest. It's basically just tonic intense. It's basically Hugo Boss bottled tonic again with a little bit more clearer apple, but it's pretty shit. You know, just don't bother unless you've got no Hugo Boss bottles at all and you just want one, you could get that because it's pretty much the same as Hugo Boss bottled and Hugo Boss bottled tonic, and yeah, it's nothing. It's a nothing fragrance. It's nothing to write home about. Oh, and we're fine. Hang on.
Right this second. Oh dear, and now. Oh my goodness.
Only a matter of time before we see this again.
Oh, this is terrible. Just those. I mean, I'm surprised that Timmy's not busted open at this point.
Uh-oh. So this could be worse than Suplex City. We're talking about Mobile, Alabama, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bob Hawley.
Yeah, that was not pretty in the slightest. Was he going to go for the sharpshooter? Oh no, just rugged aggression by Brock Lesnar. I'm surprised that Paul Heyman isn't actually out with him.
I mean, does he need him?
No.
It's just Timmy. That's my dude, obviously.
Yeah.
I am rooting for him.
Yeah.
However, Brock Lesnar never needed no man in his corner 1v1 versus anyone.
No.
We got a deadlift bomb right there.
Yeah. I think that Brock's going for it. I think that Brock is thinking about. I mean, if he hits that, it really is going to be over for Timmy. He can't take this front bump. Oh, good God! F5, 1, 2.
That should be it.
Oh my goodness!
Good Lord.
Timmy.
You asked Timmy how much is left in his bottle of Feb Delicious. What's his answer?
I don't know, Manny. What is left?
I believe it's 2 3/4.
Okay.
That's what we just saw out of that.
Oh, V trigger! Oh my goodness! The
What a
beautiful
sequence by Timmy.
Timmy is. I mean, how is he doing this? This is insane. I think he's gonna go for it. He's calling for it for the crowd. Shooting star.
That has to be it.
That's got to be.
Zip him up.
Oh my! This
Barely
is
a 2 count.
barely a 2 count. That means that Brock's got to have a lot left in second.
Oh, so close. Oh my God, so close. Oh my goodness. Well, this was the compliment factor. Oh, hang on. No, wait.
And what's he gonna go for here? Oh my
Another coup?
goodness! That
That has to be it.
no, I mean this can't be right. He's got the shooting star for the
I am beside myself.
what? Timmy Vang Tang representing the fragrance community. He's just beaten Brock Lesnar. He's just beaten. What do you imagine his set of the day must have been?
Send today, we're talking Fab Delicious are stronger. We're talking Mood Satin Mood. We're talking Halloween Man. We're talking 24 Gold. Dior en Parfum. Whatever you want to call it.
I mean, speaking of 24 gold, he's just won the gold against Brock Lesnar, the Beast Incarnate.
He lucky that ain't the 24/7 Gold because Brock would be right back on if that was the case.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, Timmy Vang Tang is officially the champion of the universe. My goodness me, this is devastating. I mean, on this high, do you think that he might actually be able to beat the Fragrance Apprentice with their war together?
I don't know about
The
that,
daily
but
uploads?
we're talking about his victory right now. He looks like he beat anyone. Brock Lesnar's light work to this guy. I believe the Fragrance Apprentice might be that too.
Well, that's all that we've got time for this third installment of the Compliment Factor. Hope that you got all the information that you wanted. Check out some of these fragrances, and I'll see you next week. And with regards to the Compliment Factor, but as regards to me, you know how it's going at the moment. You'll see me tomorrow. Thanks so much. I'm the Fragrance Apprentice. Goodbye.